welcome back to the PFL. Today is another day. It's currently 7:57 in UK time. Thank you for joining me here, my European friends, and if you're American or Australian, welcome here too. We've got another one for you today. We have got another day of games, and basically, it should hopefully be exciting. It should hopefully be exactly what you guys are here for, and that is some really, really good content, some really, really good play. Tonight we've got one game for you across two separate matches, a home and an away leg, and it is essentially the deciding matches of Group G. It will decide who gets first seed and who gets second seed in this group, and it is the top two teams, obviously, based on that fact. It's PFC Elite who currently top their group on 10 points, 3 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Digital Sports in second place with 9 points, 3 wins and 1 loss. Only those 2 points separate them. I'm trying to figure out how that works in my head. They've won 3, they've lost 1. They've won 3, they've drawn. Okay, yeah, 2. What? Is it 2 points? No, 1 point separates them. My head's not mathing at the minute. I have just been to the gym, so do bear with me. I've not had a chance to eat or do anything recently. However, today has been a busy day. We finish work at 6, and then we go to the gym, and then we get home, throw a slice of cheese pie in the oven, have it, and then all of a sudden I'm back on live, I'm back on the screen. But I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everybody had a great end to last week and a great start to this one. It's currently Tuesday, not Wednesday. I'm back tomorrow night as well. We have got more for you then. Should hopefully be another interesting night of games. I don't know who Moe's got lined up for me yet, but I'll find that out tomorrow. And that will be the final stream we'll have for the group stages. And then from next week, I believe, it will be the knockouts. And obviously the knockouts are more exciting than any of the other group stages and all that crap, because again, it is exactly sort of what we're bargaining for. But again, we'll get to that point very, very quickly. What we'll do, just whilst we have a bit of time, is we'll fly ourselves straight into the lineups, see who's playing today, what the formation's going to be. We've got Digital Sports and PFC Elite. So on your screen now, you will see the lineups. I assume they'll be the same for both games. We've got PFC Elite first. They've got a 3-5-2 formation. That's a very, very strong way to start. They've got Graham in goal. They've got Animal in left centre-back. Twanzi in centre-back. Raposa Vela in right centre-back. Danny Quintans in left midfield. Brookie in left defensive mid. Berners Johnny in central attacker mid. Tazic right defensive. Creative right midfield. Romanino in left striker. And Yassi NGP in right striker. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Moe, but I feel like this team keeps changing every week. I've not seen this team field a consistent 11. Now, you've got players in there that are always there, like Danny Quintans is a very common player for the team. Brookie, I feel, has played quite a few times. Berners Johnny, Tazic, Creativo, Yassi. Romanino, I've not seen much of. Raposa Vela, maybe I'm being nasty, but I've not seen him. Twanzi, I've never seen. Animal, I've never seen. I don't even know if Graham's their usual goalkeeper either. I feel like they've changed around quite a lot for this fixture. Again, it's a big problem with pro clubs when you've got to field 11 players essentially, and people have lives, jobs, kids, all those things in these competitions. And it's very interesting to see. However, Digital Esports formation 3-1-4-2. You've got Cruz 1X in goal. Makesville, Z Equality. They're in a 3-4-1-2, as I said. Zambi 5 in right centre-back. D the G, the manager, the big man, in left midfield. Rage Arigold in left centre midfield. Dreschke 25 in centre defensive midfield. Enes in right centre midfield. HF Basinio in right midfield. Mer 11 in left striker. And Luke 44 is right striker. Now this is again another team which I believe has made a lot of roster changes since we've seen them last year when they defeated Famalicão in the finals and caused a massive, massive upset. Nobody expected that to happen really. These guys proved what could be done, and they caused a lot of problems. They caused murder in that season. They ruined a very, very strong roster of PFC Elite. So these guys know what they're doing. They're a very, very good team. Let's see what they're going to be able to bring for us today when it comes to the actual competition. But whilst we wait, let me just check that they're not lobbying or anything like that. It doesn't look like that. So what we'll do is we'll just go through we'll put this nice view on for you first of all. This is just a graphic that shows you all of the groups, Group A to Group H. It's crazy that we're already here now, approaching the middle of February. The middle of February is just in 4 days' time. It's a 28-day month. we're already nearly there, folks. We're nearly in March. I mean, this year is absolutely flying by so far. January just disappeared. Christmas and that period completely vanished. We are flying, which means that money is also flying out of Moe's pockets on these tournaments, and obviously on the casting budget as well. So, thanks, Moe. Money is always appreciated, especially when he gives me extra nights like tonight out of surprise. I had to take it. I need to save all the money I can right now. If anyone is watching and they do think they have a couple of positions available that they could pay maybe £15 an hour for a commentator, or £10 an hour if you can't afford 15, then get in touch. I will be looking at taking as much work as possible. I'm looking to go to Australia next year, which is going to cost me an arm and a leg, so I need to make sure I've got enough money in the savings account, so all the casting money I make is going into savings. I'm not going to be spending it on myself. Thankfully, over the past 5 years, I've casted enough, made enough money, about 5-6k, so my setup's spot on. I've got a perfect mic, key lights, green screen, as you can see. I'm invisible background. Look at that. I could be a fucking streamer if I wanted to be at the moment, but we're going to just take it slow. As I say, as many roles as I can sort of get. I'm going to try and not bear myself up, but at the same time, I've got to make some money. So, yeah, if you need a caster and you need someone who can give 100% energy in every one of your games, I am your man. And as I say, I hope to speak to any of you who may be interested, if it's a team stream or anything like that. But it looks like we're going to be waiting a little bit longer for our friends on the other side of town. What we will do, however, is I am going to go on to the groups now. We're going to go through group by group. We're going to see what the group stages are sort of telling us right now. So as you can see at the top of your screen, we've got Group A. That starts now. 4 games played at the top 2, and the bottom 2 have got 6. It looks like Phantom pulled out, so that gave everybody default 6 points. From that, Lecco have got a further 2 points from draws. They are on 8 points. Cancel Lab, again, have got a further 2 points from draws. However, it looks like Lecco are going to be the team that will... Then again, it depends. I mean, what it looks like to me is Lecco have lost both games to PCS. So if PCS beat Cancel Lab twice, then it all comes down to goal difference. Currently, there's 3 goal difference in the making. So we'll see where that one goes. It could be... PCS are obviously going to win the group, it seems, unless Cancel Lab calls up an upset. But Lecco are going to be hoping that PCS can beat Cancel Lab twice so they can potentially steal the spot there in second place. Group B, obviously Family Cow there, 4 games played, 4 wins. They're back to dominant form, even with losing players such as Luke R1 and co. They'll be trying to beat Luca's team and Pulga, as they've not only lost in the league table, but they've also, obviously, now they're going to be competing against everyone. But as I say, that's the way it goes. GSK Sports are in second place. They've got 5 games played, 9 points. That split across 3 wins and 2 losses. Presumably those 2 losses against Family Cow. I can't remember now who they... I think it was against Family Cow. BPE Sport in third place again, 5 games played. They've got 2 wins and 3 losses, so they've got 1 game to make a difference. So they'll be looking for a win. They'll be hoping that GSK lose. I don't know whether that is a GSK versus BPE Sport matchup, or whether they're playing, bottom of the table or Family Cow. Nobody knows. At the bottom of that table, then you've got 4 games, 4 losses from Montrolia there. They've not done too great this season, but again, it's a newer team, a new roster. We've not seen them before, so the hope would be that they come today, and the next event, they come back, and they come back stronger. We'll hope to see them in the leagues. I know Moe usually looks to run 2 leagues. He runs a sort of top cup and a second division as well, so I don't know if that's still happening this season, but these sort of teams I think you'd expect to see more so in the second division. But as we sort of move down the groups, we've got Group C there. We've got Nyom in top place there, 4 games played, 7 points. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. For the win in second place with 3 games played, they've got 6 points, 2 wins, 1 loss. Pondelnik in third place, 5 games played, 5 points. That's 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. So they're going to be hoping for a win. They're going to hope that the teams above them don't get the wins. MZE, 4 games played, 4 points. They've got 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses. They're going to hope to win their next 2 matches to give them a chance at qualifying for the knockout stages. That's still got a lot to play for in Group C. Now I'm being checked to check the game stream just to see if we are going into what would be a live game. And the true answer, Mo, is I don't actually know what is going on at the moment. It looks like one of the teams is fully lobbied and ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll go quickly, and we'll finish the bottom 3 groups, or the next 3 groups anyway. So Group D then will be the next one. let's have a look. What's going on in Group D? Cantera FC, 2 games played, 6 points. This group needs a lot of games played. White Bears, again, 2 games played, 4 points, 1 win, 1 draw, 2 wins at the top. Charisma, 4 games played. They've got 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. They need to win the next 2 games to have any sort of chance. MDF, again, 4 games played, 1 win, 3 losses. They need to win both of their games to have any chance of qualifying. Group E, Al Wahai Esports, that is where Luke Renault 1 is, and Polgish, and a lot of the top Family Cal players have moved to. They're obviously top with 12 points at the moment. Krasnodar Espanyol, they are 5 games played, 9 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. OSD Gaming, 5 games played, 9 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. So that's just goal difference. That's separating them 2 goals. And Advantage Football obviously pulled out with 6 games played and obviously 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. They haven't played the game. Group F then, Class are top with 4 games played, 4 wins. Nemesis second place, 4 games played, 4 wins. So it's going to be between Class and Nemesis, who wins Group F. They'll probably play each other tomorrow. Corinthians Gladiator, they've got 6 points with 2 wins and 4 losses. I don't think it'll be enough for them to qualify. And obviously Engine pulled out as well. Now let's just quickly check back on the game. The game has started. We are going to fly in. Now, let's see. These 2 teams are going to be battling out for basically the title here. They have not got any time to sort of waste. They've not got time to mess around. You're going to hope that they can make this happen, basically. But let's see. We have got in the white strip, we are watching PFC Elite, and then in the dark grey, it will be. Actually, I'm going to change the stream because the quality is not great on this one. We're going to change to the second one, which means the colours might change. Oh, the quality is crap on this one as well. Well, that's just great. Hang on a second. Let me try and see if I can up the quality. Both streams are playing at 720p. Okay, great. I can put this one up quality. There we go. We'll go to this one. I was going to say I'm not watching pixelated football. That is terrible. But here we go. This is fixed now. This is fixed. We've got 1080p quality. So yeah, it will be Digital Sports playing in the Real Madrid away kit, I believe that is. And the white kit, I presume, is the Besiktas kit. I think it's a Turkish team who these guys represent. Besiktas. But anyway, this game, I mean, you back Digital Sports based on the fact that they are the previous champions of this tournament. However, I like the way PFC Elite play. I liked how they played in the... they haven't got Absco tonight, though. I realised they haven't got Absco. I like the way they played in the league before Christmas. I really liked their play style. I thought they were really good. I thought they did a lot of damage. However, you know, it's whether they can keep that up throughout the tournament. They are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the old Zenith team with Absco and the likes of, you know, the players that he's playing with here. But Digital Sports, again, it's pretty much a completely stripped team from where they used to be. There'll probably be 4 or 5 names that are similar from last season, but a lot of players have moved around. A lot of the defence especially is different from last time. We've seen him. D-the-G is the main one that we remember, though. He was a big influential part of their game. But it'll be interesting to see what team takes the first strike. 16 minutes in, it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be Digital Sports, not a shooting position, although there's certain players like Ewan who argue against that. It's probably going to be a cross-in attempt maybe for a tap down. We don't really ever see anyone going for a header. He goes short instead. The cross does come in. Goalkeeper has no problem in saving that one, and he will distribute that away. Graham with safe hands. Now they're going to look to push it away. Quintans to Bernus Johnny. He's got a member making a run down the left-hand side, but he goes towards the middle, and he receives it back. Bernus Johnny over the top ball, trying to find Creativo, but it will be won by Digital Sports instead. Chasing the ball down, and Creativo will put it out for a Digital Sports throw-in, trying to box them in, trying to hold them in their own half and keep a high press. Now, that is exactly what you'd expect to see, and you'd actually hope to see from this team. As we're moving around now, it's going to be Ennis is going to clear it away here, and Lucas now is going to be on the ball. Fliston gets the tackle. It's going to be moved nicely here. Yasin gets the one down to Quinton, but Zambi will intercept. Lucas now Gold, moving the ball around well for Digital Sports here. Zizou on that left-hand side. Into the middle to Pippo. And what I have realised is they've actually got the in-game names, in-game player names, rather than the PSN. So what we're noticing is the names are a bit weird sometimes. Some of them are normal. Some of them are absolutely spot on, like Ennis. And then Luke up front. Zizou, I don't know if Zizou is the main name. It sounds like a player to me, Zizou. They haven't got anyone on the team called Zizou either, so that must be Mert or Bassino. So what I will do is at half-time, we'll swap over to the other stream, try and get that one to 1080p. Hopefully the names are a little bit easier to read. But the best on the ball, whoever the best is, making a move. You would say that's Absco with this team, but I don't think it is. As I say, Absco's not on the starting lineup. This is Luke, or Lucas, as he is now. He nearly took on about 4 players there. Unfortunately, it caught up with him, but in that time, none of his teammates actually came and provided him an extra option. So that's a shame. It's going to be cleared away now. The best on the ball. Ooh, nearly won back by Digital Sports. It would have been dangerous if it was. They're going for long ball style today, and it works out for them. Creativo does get away with it, but Makesville will try and remove the ball from danger. DVG will switch it across. That's going to be now out. Hio on the ball. Quinton's, Zambi, and Quinton's are going to have a battle here. It's going to end up out for a throw-in. Zambi now. It's going to be now Hio, the best, moving the ball around well. Danny Quinton's on the ball. Hio now, one back. Dershke will clear it away. It's going to be out for a throw-in. But the pressure is mounting here from PFC Elite. They're looking to score some goals. Now it's going to be a cross. Won by Fliston, kept it. It's going to be now. It's flicked in towards the back post. Creativo is there. He's going to take control. Can't really find a cut inside here. He might have to go wide with the ball. No, he's going to play it into Berners Johnny, who gets a roll back. Yes, in 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Berners Johnny, the playmaker there. Absolutely beautiful skill to take the defender out of the question. And PFC Elite will be scoring a goal here in the 36th minute. Goalkeeper couldn't do anything about it. It came as a shock. The defence didn't protect the goal. And there you have it. 1-0 will fall to PFC Elite. Digital Sports on a host as well here in this lobby. Need to step up their game. But, you know, PFC Elite, if you give them a chance, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And it's going to be Ennis now with a throw-in for Digital Sports. Can they find an equaliser before the half-time whistle? They haven't really provided anything in this game so far. And we've noticed that. We have noticed that massively. But let's see where the game's going to take us. Creativo gets a great interception. He's all the way back there in defence, doing the defensive duties as well. Creativo, someone I've had the pleasure to meet in person as well. Some of these players I have met in person. Quinton's is through here. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Takes on the defence. Cruz with a great save. Cruz with a crucial save, in fact. I mean, that could have been really, really bad. That could have been dangerous if it was left a little bit later. But, Jesus, that is a great save to make. And congratulations to keeping that one out. That was dangerous, dangerous play. But there you go. That's just how quickly the game can change and swing in the opposite favour, especially when that team is PFC Elite. They can take the ball from one place to another. They can cause damage. And that's what they have done here. Cruz making another save. And look at this. Before they head to half-time, they'll be lucky to go in with 1-0. It might be 2-0 to PFC Elite because they're really piling on the pressure now. Corner kick it is. 3 players in the box. They're not really over-committing players here. Maybe they're going to go for like a run into the back post. And maybe they're just someone far. They've now got 4 players. 1 at the edge of the box. 2 at the edge of the box. Only 6 players, though. Which means 4 players back for PFC Elite. They're not pissing around when it comes to taking this corner. They don't want to concede on the other end of it. That was probably the worst corner I've ever seen. And it's going to work for them anyway because they're going to maintain possession. Here we have Creativo. He's just going to probably play for the last attack, I'd imagine. I mean, he's a player who will understand the creative scene. Ex-Famalicão. So he played with Luke Renard once. He'll understand the 1v1 scene a little bit more than most. Berners Johnny. So they're playing for the last attack here. And they're going to give the ball away. But the last attack won't be found because the referee's going to blow for half-time. And we're going to try and change the stream to one which gives us better lettering and better words. Because, as I say, right now, this one is doing my head in. So we're going to see if we can get 1080-60p. Yes, we can. We're going to flick it across to this screen. See if this one gives us a better overview of the game. As I say, you know, it is a great game. If you're watching, you're in the chat, who do you think is going to take this one? I mean, so far it's 1-0. Digital Sports haven't really given us anything yet in this game to say, oh, they can make a comeback here. It's only 1 goal, though, so a lot can change in the second half if they have a good team talk. But what do you think? Do you think that there's a chance here, a road in for this team? You tell me in the comments if you're watching. It'll be interesting to know. Be very, very interesting to know. But, as I say, we're going to find that out very, very shortly because here we go. The second half is underway of this game. And we're going to try and figure that out. What is the cause for Digital Sports' lack of ability in the first half? Can they find a fix for it in the second half? Or are we just going to see a runaway game here from the team in white, PFC Elite? It's going to be Ray Jaragold. Finds D-the-G. Shot comes in. Oh, Graham had to get up there for the save. We've got normal names back. We actually know who our players are now. It's going to be a corner straight away in the second half here for Digital Sports. Can they find a set-piece strategy? We've seen quite a few set-piece goals here this season. My question is, I wonder if they can keep that up. Goalkeeper's hands straight away. Digital Sports will not be able to find anything here on their set-piece. Unfortunately not. However, as I say, you can always dream for that sort of thing. But it's going to be Animal now. He's going to switch the ball nicely to the other side. Conde has to Berners Johnny. To Brookie, moving the ball really well. Romanino as well. Tazic moving there greatly here. Dybala, lovely stuff. I think it was Dybala who actually got the goal. Brookie finds it to Berners Johnny. Berners Johnny now on the right-hand side to Creativo. Back to Berners Johnny. Great movement here from the team. Berners Johnny with a little flick inside. Finds it to Brookie. Back to Tazic. Tazic now to Romanino. Danny Quinton's tries to take it inside. The skill was there. Unfortunately, the last touch wasn't. It is tackled from him. But again, the more threatening team here in this game is quite simply just... well, easily PFC Elite. There's been no real question here from Digital Sports, and here's a long ball. It's just going to go straight out for a goal kick, and, you know, the ideas are getting slim. Really, really slim. Swansea to Danny Quintons, to Tazic, to Danny Quintons again. To Twansea again. To Brookie, moving the ball around well. Candilas to Dybala. Berners Johnny over the top ball. It's not a bad one, you know. It could be a chance for a shot if Creativo can land it, but it's headed back to the goalkeeper. Digital Sports, though, they need to do something here. They need to sort of flip the scales in their favour, because at the moment, the other side are going to run away with it. They really are going to run away with it, and, you know, we need to see some change. We can't keep having this happening, because it's going to cause problems. But here we go. It's out for a throw-in. 61st minute of this first game. Remember, there is a second game to be played, but if you're Digital Sports here, you're second in the table, you want to be winning both of these games. They're going to make it a lot harder for themselves. That's going to be a pass into the middle. Animal will clear it away. Now, let me see, again, just to remind myself what the league table's looking like in this group. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, I mean, if PFC Elite win this game, it's mathematically impossible for Digital Sports to finish top of the table. So Digital Sports need to battle for at the very least in this game, a point. A last-minute win at anything in this game. Otherwise, it's physically impossible for them to win, for them to take the lead in this division if they lose. So they need to make sure they win here, but it's going to be maybe a second goal for PFC Elite. Thank God the linesman puts up his flag and offside was given, because, again, they were through behind the back line. It looked dangerous. It looked like it could have been 2-0. And Digital Sports have nothing to answer for it. PFC Elite are just absolutely outclassing them. And I'm not surprised, because these players, this team, they've added Creativo. You know, they've usually got Absco. They're not even at full strength, I'd say, tonight, because Absco is not on the pitch. But if they had Absco in there as well, you know, this is one of the best attacks in the competition. It really is. Whereas I'm not familiar with any of the players on the side of Digital Sports, which is uncommon. Only really D the G that I know and I've seen a lot of. Maybe that's unfair, I don't know, but as I say, I've not seen a lot of these players that are playing with him. Creativo, again, he's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal, Creativo. Getting his tackles in left, right and centre, no problem whatsoever. I mean, he's been great on the attack and great in the defence. He's been my man of the match, I think, for this game, 100%. I mean, he's one of my favourite players anyway. He was one of my favourites for Famicao. I'm surprised he's moved from there. I don't know if money was involved or something like that, but... yeah, the way he plays, the way he attacks, and this role is a bit different to his usual role. It looks like he's playing more of a wing back than he is playing upfield as a striker or something like that. He's playing a lot more defensive, but it's working because he's there every single time you need him. And here's Berners Johnny again with that role. He's got the skills. He's got silky skill moves, sort of a ball roll, teasing the defence to come and take a tackle, and then rolling the ball back, taking them out of the game completely, giving himself the freedom of the pitch. The space as well. But here's Ray Jaragold, Luke 44. It's going to be Zizou moving the ball around well. D the G tries to find a shot. Creativo will get the ball clear. Header won by Quality. Here's Dershke, 25. He's making the move as well. Moving the ball now down to the left-hand side. Bassino trying to move it as well. The ball is looking dangerous here. Aragold tries to move it down. Great tackle by Swansea, but Zizou comes in, tries to brute force his way through. It's still only 1-0, so if Digital Sports can find a sprawny goal to equalise it, there's still a chance they can win the next fixture and they can go top of the table. But at the moment, I'm not seeing it. They've got 10 minutes remaining in this first leg to make something change. Zizou on the end of the ball here, plays the pass across to Luke. Luke with a Maradona turn to start it off, and a second one. He's baiting the defenders, but he can't find the pass. Maybe one touch too many. Doesn't get it away to a teammate, and now it's just going to be controlled possession for the side of PFC Elite. They're going to play it down the line. If he can get away with it here, he doesn't. He tries to roulette, but Cruz there again. Creativo to stop the attack from forming the counter from Digital Sports. That's not a great pass from Dybala. Creativo, though, again, is there, chased it down. It's still going to be possession Digital Sports. Last 10 minutes. We've got to find something here. They're going to pass the ball nicely. Here's Luke 44. Into the middle to Zizou. Moving it nicely now. One more ball, but Brookie gets there into interception. He falls over, but Tazic will take it forward. 85th minute. Romanino makes the move down the line. Stops the ball in its tracks. Going to take it past the defence. Here's Dybala, but it's offside. It's going to give one more chance here, really, for Digital Sports to find something. Otherwise, they'll finish in second, and that's just the way it's going to be. It's a good pass across to Makesville. Now to T the G, ready to a goal as well, moving the ball nicely. Can they find a goal, though? That's the question here. A goal will change everything here. It changes everything for this second match. That's a good pass forward, but Graham, he's seen it from a mile away, and now with the clock ticking down, it doesn't seem like there's going to be anything that can happen here to upset the team. But that's a great header. Aragol gives it away straight away with 1 minute left on the clock. Dybala just needs to waste time here. The goalkeeper might get a chance. He needs to send it up quick, but it's going to run out of time. Cruz has put it down. He tries to clear it, but he's not going to get it down in time. The referee blows up. There's nothing really to play for in this second match of the evening because PFC Elite have just won their group stage with that 1-0 win, and it was a great win. Digital Sports didn't show up until the last 20 minutes of the game, and that cost them. It really, really cost them, and now they're going to be playing a match just purely for pride in this last game because the only interesting point there was whether Digital Sports could get a win in that first game or a draw and take it to the second game where we'd have to watch the second game really to know what's going to happen in that group. But with that win, PFC Elite now put themselves onto 13 points. Digital Sports are on 9, so 4 points impossible with one game. Despite Digital Sports having a +7 goal difference, obviously that goes down to +6, and both teams now drawing on +6 goal difference. We didn't see any sort of goal threats from Digital Sports. Maybe it's not their usual roster. Maybe they're missing players as well. Who knows? But you can't make that excuse because, as I mentioned, Absco and other starters of the PFC Elite group are not playing. So they are also not at their full armory, if you'd like, this evening. But we're gonna be able to see, you know, what's going to happen in this next game. It's going to be interesting because, as I say, I don't personally know what's going to change. If anything, you know, it's going to be a host for PFC Elite, so the only real explanation would be PFC Elite will win again. But who knows? You know, it could be different. I could be talking bubbles. Maybe Digital Sports going to come out now. They've got no pressure. They're going to absolutely, you know, hammer the game. They're going to play really well. They're going to win the game. But I don't know. I do not know what's going to happen and what the story is going to be. But we can only find out some way. But as I say, that's the main thing. We're going to look here and see where the game and where the story takes us. I am more than happy to watch and wait for these players. I don't know whether they're going to take a couple of minutes break. Most likely going to have a little team talk and a little couple of minutes break. So whilst they do that, I'm going to do the same. Get a couple of drinks down me and get ready for the next match. So as we wait, as I say, get prepared, get ready to go. And after a short 2-3 minute break, we're going to jump right in there with the next game. I'll catch you soon. welcome back after the break. It was a very long break because somebody has ran away from the team. The central centre-back has disappeared. He's gone to the shops and he's not come back. So it doesn't really matter because it's PFC Elite's player and they've already won the division. They've won the group stage, so it doesn't really make a difference in all schemes because, yeah, they've already won the group. So they're playing with 10 men. I don't know what that means in pro clubs. I don't know if that means it's worse. Obviously, I don't know if they're allowed to play with any. Probably not. I mean, that'd be quite OP because then you can just have one player playing. Obviously, there's a minimum I think you're allowed with. So I don't know if that's just going to be like a robot player. I have no idea. that should probably make it easier for Digital Sports, though. I don't know the rule book, so Moe's going to have to sort of feed that one through to me or any of the players who are watching, if any of them exist. Because it'd be good to know. But here we go, straight away from the off. I mean, already is going to be an opportunity, missed opportunity, unfortunately, by the side of PFC Elite. They've already got their first win. If they get another 3 points, it will throw them miles ahead. It'll be 7 points away from Digital Sports, and it'll make them look like the kings of Sidonia. Now I don't know how they see that. Maybe they get the highest points in the thing. They'll go to the top division. But look at that. Look at that. Back on you by Joe Creativo's got some taste in music, hasn't he? What a guy. I've just learned the news that Absco has actually left his team and joined Nyom, which was very confusing to me because Absco was the fucking manager. So he's got up and left his own team, and then he's gone to Nyom. So he's obviously been headhunted or something. But yeah, no, we need... One thing I need to speak to Moe about, we need to do... What do we need to do? I don't know. Transfer news. That's what we need to do, transfer news. Absco has just vanished from his team. I had no idea. Ennis had to tell me, but they had very similar profile pictures. So at first I thought, has Absco done something sneaky or has he changed his name? No, he's no longer playing for this team. Hence why he's not on the roster today. So here's me banging on about them not being at full strength. Well, they are, because Absco's no longer there. There you have it. So that's a shame we won't see Absco playing underneath this roster of PFC Elite anymore, despite him being the manager. Obviously, I had an argument with the chairman, apparently. But let's see what the team can do without him. I mean, Creativo's a massive, massive addition to this squad. I mean, as I say, I can't kiss his arse anymore, if I tried, really. One of the best players that I've watched in this competition. He played for Famalicão, who were unbeaten for so many tournaments. You've got to be quite good to do that. But Famalicão, even this season, they've made some changes, and it seems to have benefited them. The players that may have left them have gone, but Diva G! It had to be him! The only player that I can really say I know much about on the Digital Sports roster, bringing back some of that old-time blues with that goal there in the bottom right corner. Phenomenal strike. Did a little roulette as well to take about 3 defenders out of the game. And that's going to be 1-0 for Digital Sports on their away fixture. They've decided, now we're going to turn up. Or maybe it's the home fixture. I don't know how it works anymore with this FIFA's. It changes. But I can see that Creativo's on 50 ping. But that's because he's in Portugal. And presumably the host isn't Portuguese. And for whatever reason, FIFA's the only game where you can be in England and playing someone 4 hours away in Portugal. Well, not even 4 hours. It's like 2 hours away in Portugal. Is 50 ping plus. That is how shit the servers are on FIFA. There you go. That's just the way it is. They need to fix it. They still haven't fixed it to the point where they don't even have LAN servers for their LAN events. They have to play online servers, which is also absolute batshit crazy. The only esport you'll ever see with that problem, because every other esport has LAN servers where you play off the same network, which is very, very possible to do. You just shove an Ethernet cable in the back of it on the same network, and then, yeah. But FIFA, for whatever reason, doesn't have that. Laziness, 100%. The amount of money the guys make off of the little coins that they sell. They definitely have the ability to do that, but for whatever reason they don't. So we still got to deal with shitty ping in Europe. Some games you get 52 ping playing in Middle East or in different parts of the world. Here you get 52 ping just playing across the lake. Craziness. But now it's going to be moving here. D the G's through again, just offside. It could have been 2, but he won't be. It was close, but not close enough. He's been playing well. As I say, it takes a bit of time to get used to the rest of the Digital Sports roster. It's not usual. Maybe it is the same people. Maybe they've just changed the name, That's the same thing as well. So they've actually replaced Absco with Romanino then, who's actually not done a bad job. Brookie has been great as well in the middle. Dybala, I'm not so sure on him. Some of the things that he does is questionable, but he's got Creativo up there with him, and he sort of makes up for the mistakes. And I will say that Burness Johnny's been absolutely fantastic as well. I can't complain with Burness Johnny whatsoever. What a guy he is, by the way. That Burness Johnny. He's a cool dude. I've never spoke to him, I don't think. But, it's Wagner. Okay. I watch his streams. Oh, it's Romanino. I'm pissing around the Discord. And Romanino just equalises the game. My bad, guys. I missed that one. But Romanino has just got that game back on track. Congratulations to him. Now, it's 1-1. Digital Sports had the lead for about 20 minutes in game. It went downhill very, very quickly. And they're going to have to keep moving here. Tazic now That's a good through ball if it's onside. Romanino looks onside, looks to play the ball middle. There's a quality, will get the tackle, and it's up for a corner kick. It's going to be PFC Elite again piling on the pressure. It's been a common occurrence in this game. It's been a common occurrence between these two teams in the two fixtures that they played against each other tonight. And now, corner kick. Your man Creativo taking it to the back post. It goes. Maxfield will get that header back to the goalkeeper. It will calm things down, and it can start maybe a counter attack here. That's a great flick on for Digital Sports. Mr. HF Bensino. Or Bet Bessino down that wing. Luke with a good flick onto Zizou. Animal gets back, and he's an animal in that defence. Gets it rid very, very nicely and kicks it out of the pitch. Now, NS is here. It's going to be put out by Tazic for a throw-in. It's going to be Bessino now. Throws it to Luke. Luke keeps control. Takes it back. Now takes it back again. Oh, he's moving around. Silky skills. Passes it into the middle to Ray Jaragold. Tries to pass it more, but Bernish Johnny gets there. Here's Bernish Johnny to... Hang on a minute. Oh, he's playing any. Okay, Bernish Johnny's playing any. He's playing as a centre-back and a striker. Now down the right-hand side. Oh, he won't have a good build. Creativo, the any player, will not have a good build. That's what disadvantage is. It won't have a build for the clubs, probably. Sorry, my non-experienced club's brain. They're saying some very simple things. Over the top it goes, though. Cleared away, not very well. Dybala gets a touch on it. Brookie to Bernish Johnny. Bernish Johnny to Romanino. One more to Quintons. Quintons tries to cut inside. He runs straight into a Digital Sports player. Now Maxville will have to clear it to the stands. Unless... No, it can't be kept in. Will be cleared to the stands. Will not be in the pitch. And, yeah, there you go. Dybala. Plays it back to Brookie. Oh, it's a nice flick in the middle. Romanino to Bernish Johnny. They're playing it like Brazil here. Moving the ball around well. Tazic tries to go for something special. A bit too fancy, though, for my liking. Brookie gets it back down. Tazic gets another chance here. Plays it simple this time to Romanino, who tries to... I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to do some keepy-ups there in the middle of the box. Not really the ideal, but the referee blows for half-time. 1-1's the scoreline. As it stands, it will put your Digital Sports team to 10 points. And it'll put PFC Elite to 14. 4 points between the two teams currently as it stands. However, if PFC Elite can find themselves a win here, that will put them very, very much in the lead. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. Let's have a look. We're going to be waiting. I'm just reading some of the abuse in the chat. It's quite crazy. Unbelievable. Right. Cooler FX. Is this Cooler FX under a different name? What happened to Cooler FX? I don't know. Hang on. I remember Cooler FX. No, he still exists. Oh, he's still under Zenith. Still under the name Zenith. I wonder when they're going to be back. I've not seen him in a long time. What a guy. He's a great player as well. Absolutely unreal player. But here we go. Second half is beginning. Let's see where it takes us. Let's see what the end result will be with these two teams. It's going to be passed around nicely. Candias now. Creativo. Nice movement. Brookie is there as well. Over the top it goes. Maxville. Dybala gets interception. Ray Jaragold is there. Moves it down the line to Zizou. Nice movement here from Digital Sports. Going to be taken by Bernish Johnny, though, by his centre-back player. Then centre-back to Bernish Johnny upfield. He'll then play it to Dybala. Offside will be given. Pulled back to the halfway line. That will be given away. Probably. Here it's going to be now Ennis. Tazic gets the interception. Oh, it's a great one as well. He does a run down the pitch. Romanino claims the ball. Great pass forward. He'll find Bernish Johnny with a great weighted pass as well. Dybala, though, he's where the link-up seems to end quite a lot at the moment. Maybe not his best night. Maybe not his best night. You know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe tomorrow he comes back stronger. Over the top it is. Well, not tomorrow. It'll be knockouts now. These guys are going to be done with the group stage. Here's Bernish Johnny. Romanino doesn't get it past the defence. Maxwell does a good job. Dershka to D the G. D the G tees up Ari Gold, who'll flick the ball down the left-hand side. Bernish Johnny to Tazic. To Animal. Quintons now will switch the play. Finds it on the back right to Candelas. Dybala back to Brookie. Brookie now across to Tazic. Tazic goes forward to Romanino. Now to Danny Quintons. To Bernish Johnny to Dybala to Great Evo. Nice movement here. Here we go. Chance to shoot. It's going to be in the middle. One back by Creativo to get dangerous spot to Berners Johnny. They've got pressure, but he gives it away to Aragold, and he needs to get rid of it quickly here. He finds it to Zizou. Brookie gets interception. Candias to Brookie. Brookie goes back to Berners Johnny. Berners Johnny will clear it away. Long ball played. First time long ball. That's a great ball. If it's onside, Quinton's offside, though. I think his teammate wasn't in the middle, but he's intervened. Rather foolishly intervened. And now, headed in by Maxville. Aragold will flick it in. Dreschke there. As centre-back will play it across the D to G. Rage Aragold as well. One back by Tazic, who's going to go down the line. That's a great ball to Dybala. Being kept on side by that defender there. Dybala's going to go alone. Goes for the shot. Near post. 1 goal for him. 2 for his team. 2-1. Digital Sports trail again. This will make it 17 points for PFC Elite. Playing with 10 men here. Powering forward. They find the second goal in this game. After I've given all that crap to the striker, Dybala. He performs, to be fair, and he puts a goal, and I can't complain with that. Very, very good. Well played. That's what I want these players to do, though. I want them to prove me wrong. I want them to excel, in these games. Play the best that they can be. But, yeah, that puts PFC Elite to 16 points. It is not 17. 16 points, top of the group. And that is great. Great season for them. I mean, 16 out of possible 18. They've only got 1 draw, which has killed it for them. That's going to be a great off-the-line clearance from Brookie. That was unreal. That was going in. And look at that. He's got Haim on his playlist as well. Creativo. Quite the mix of songs from Creativo. I would not expect Haim. That is that's an interesting one. But here's Animal. Now D to G. To Ray Jaragold. To Dresch. Looks to tie the game up. 70 minutes gone. 20 minutes remain. Ennis to Aragold. Moves it to Zizou. Tackled. One back. Taziek's got time in his hands. Tries to get rid. He will go to the left-hand side. Picked up by Animal. Moving it into the middle. Creativo not going to win that. Maxville gets in there, but Brookie comes in. Does a good job. Brookie's been the best player on the pitch this map. Second round. He's been absolutely unfaultable. But here comes Luke. He's going to try and look for Animal again, though. In centre-back. To keep things calm. Good by Tazic to flick the ball on there. Animal finds Romanino. He'll go back to Animal. To find Berners Johnny. The ball's moving around well. They're just going to play it around the back. They're just trying to kill the game. Ready to go to bed. I'm ready for my tea. We've all got something in common. We want to see 90 minutes. Creativo, double roulette, offside. Dreschke tries to clear it. Gets a good pass. Zizou's there. Nice movement. To D to G. D to G to the middle. Flicked onto Aragold. Nice movement here. Dreschke down the line to some quality. Can we find an equaliser here for this Digital Sports roster? Luke flicks it in. High ball. Tapped down by Digital Sports. Zizou picks it up. Ennis. Luke flicks it up. That's to Zizou. The ball's going to bounce around. Berners Johnny gets put on his arse. He did a backwards roll. I don't really know what happened there, but he was falling. I can tell you that much. Zambi on the edge of the ball now. Flicks it across the other side of the pitch. Now Tazic intercepted. Dreschke is going to be on the end of it. That's a ball into the box. Headed away. Ray Jaragold finds it to Luke. Luke flicks it in. Oh, he had it then as well. He went inside. He keeps going though. He's got good mechanics. Here's a quality. Tries to find a shot, but Berners Johnny again on his second player. Does a great job getting that ball. Brookie now on the ball. Flicks over nicely to the left-hand side. It's going to be won by Romanino. He'll try to roulette towards the middle. Good skill move here from Romanino. Back to Tazic. They're just going to play possession. They're just going to play time. They don't want to waste time. They've deserved every second of this. They've been amazing. The header is won by PFC Elite. And they're just going to keep possession and take the Michael here. They're moving really well. D to G. Clears it to Age Alagold. Digital Sports finally touched the ball again, but it's given away straight away. One back by D to G, who seems to be the only player on Digital Sports this game. There's been a couple of more. Dreska, I'd say. Brookie, though, again, just look at that. Interception, master. He's man of the match for game 2. Absolutely. He's been a real outstanding performer in this game. He does get himself sent off, though, in the 90 minutes. Now, I don't actually know if that means he can't play in the next game. I don't know how the rules work in PFL for a double red card. That might rule him out for knockouts round 1. Moe to confirm. But that could have... That stupid decision. I mean, surely not, right? Surely... I mean, the goalkeeper's up here. From... Oh, well, that was... Oh, they got another free kick. I'm presuming they're going to get the goalkeeper up again. Yeah. The goalkeeper's coming. The goalkeeper's coming to tie the game. The goalkeeper's up. Can we see a goalkeeper goal in PFL? Can we see it? You know, these things only happen in moves. Oh, he goes for a shot. Top right corner. Graham will save. 2-1. PFC Elite finish on 16 points. And they will be your group leaders there for the group. What group was it? Group G. Group G. Let me ask Moe. Will double yellow card rule Brooksy out of knockouts round 1? Let's see. I don't know what the rules are. I know there used to be something to do with red cards and not playing, but I don't know if that got removed because there's physically not enough players in the world to do that. If they all get red cards, then again, I suppose it's not really Moe's fault if they do that. I don't know what the rules are. For the first time, I don't actually know what the rules are. That's actually quite often I don't know what the rules are. Oh! Brookie misses first game in KO. Oh dear. Oh dear. Madness. Brookie, what are you thinking, fella? What the hell are you thinking? He had no reason to do what he did. He knew he did it on purpose, and now he misses the first round of knockouts because of it. What's a plonker? Unless he already knew he wasn't going to play it. Maybe he was just a stand-in. He was like, yeah, get them to the knockouts, and then, you know, I'm going on holiday, I'm taking my leave. So fair enough. If he's not playing, then fair enough. You know, do it for a bit of fun. It was absolutely irrelevant foul. But there you go. 16 points. They top the group. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, 7:50ish GMT, for another night of Pro Clubs. That's been all from me tonight. Thank you very much to the PFL. Thank you very much for Moe and the other staff members at the PFL for having me. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the teams put on a show this evening. Big congratulations to PFC Elite, and we'll see both of those teams tonight, Digital Sports and PFC Elite, in the knockouts next week. But for tomorrow, we have a lot more sort of group deciding games to see who's going to qualify, to see who's going to take the top seed and the second seed. So we'll have a much big, exciting day tomorrow. 3 or 4 games for you, so don't worry about it. There's a lot of action coming this week. But then after tomorrow, obviously, we push on to the next week, which is the knockout stages. So not too long to go now, but a big thank you for watching one last time. And I'll see you again tomorrow night, 7:50 p.m. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll catch you soon. Thank you.